We will be bringing you live action shortly. I am joined by our experts who are all really excited.
Yeah, I think this will be a great game, and some of these players are in the form of their lives. I wouldn't want to miss a moment.
The conditions out there look splendid, and the toss could be very important.
Alright then, let's head straight to the stadium and catch the captains in the middle.
We have both the captains in the center with the match referee.
Tails is the call and heads it is. Losing the toss could prove costly. This could make for a really interesting match. These are the playing 11 for the respective teams.
Ladies and gents, please stand up for the national anthems.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this test match. Let's see what we have in store. It will be a great day of cricket ahead of us.
In comes the fielding side. They look charged up and ready to go. Here come the openers, greeted with a loud cheer from the crowd.
Pace bowler into the tank.
Batsman getting into position to face the first ball of the innings. No ball called.
Biding his time, waiting for the bad delivery.
Strokes it into the gap for a single.
This is what Test match is all about. Great bowling, great defensive technique.
No ball called by the umpire.
Solid technique and great defensive shot. Waiting for the bad ball, not trying to do anything silly before that.
That was a quick single. Nice running between the wickets.
Biding his time, waiting for the bad delivery. He is not interested in playing that one.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
Stroked defensively. This is what Test match is all about. Great bowling, great defensive technique. Full-blooded defense.
Pacer introduced from the other end.
Great defensive techniques shown by the batsman. Playing carefully there, the batsman. Waiting for the bad ball, not trying to do anything silly before that. Classical defense. Biding his time, waiting for the bad delivery.
No ball called. That is a very quick signal taken.
There is a fielder at extra cover.
Any young children, this is how a defensive shot needs to be played. This is what Test match is all about. Great bowling, great defensive technique. Showing the full face of the bat. Great defensive techniques shown by the batsman. He has defended that really well.
Pacer introduced from the other end.
Waiting for the bad ball, not trying to do anything silly before that. Couldn't find the gap and the fielder stops it easily.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
Tapped back to the bowler. What do you think about new teams like Afghanistan getting test status?
I think it's great for them. Small countries playing more and more cricket. Obviously, at this point of time, they're suited more for the shorter format. They've done well in recent short formats. They've got some radical players. They've got good spin bowlers, which I think takes their team to another level. But their recent performance in the longer format, not too impressive. Ireland got test status recently, and they were quite impressive against Pakistan. I think they've got great potential. They played in their hometown in Belfast, and they did quite well. They almost won the match at some point. Looking back, you had Bangladesh. When they started, they were on the same levels. Today, they're a force to contend with.
No ball called.
Tapped back to the bowler.
Inform fast bowler into the attack now. Expect some serious chin music.
So coming back to our conversation, I think it's really good for the sport that more and more countries start participating and start showing their abilities on the biggest stage.
But do you think that they should be playing the stronger teams like India and Australia rather than weaker teams like West Indies and Zimbabwe?
It's interesting that you say West Indies being a smaller country, because if you look at a couple of generations ago, West Indies was a strength, was a power, with a team everybody feared, with their big, tall, fast bowlers and their calypso-style batting. But I guess this is how cricket evolves over a period of time. You see teams that have been the most powerful and elite today struggling for dominance. And with regard to your question about whether they should start with teams who are right on the top of their cricket, I think that's the whole point of Test cricket. I think it'll only show these smaller teams coming in how cricket is meant to be played at the highest level, and it's something they wouldn't normally see at their domestic circuits. The fielder collects that one, hits straight to the fielder.
Fielder placed at point.
Hit straight to the fielder.
Inform fast bowler into the attack now. Expect some serious chin music.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
Tapped back to the bowler.
Fielder placed at point.
Dealt with it comfortably. Waiting for the bad ball, not trying to do anything silly before that. He has hit that straight to the fielder.
The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
Couldn't find the gap and the fielder stops it easily.
It will be interesting to see where the bowler will test the batsman with the short one.
The fielder collects that one, hits straight to the fielder.
Good ball and played respectfully. Biding his time, waiting for the bad delivery. Hit straight to the fielder.
Fielder placed at point.
He has hit that straight to the fielder.
The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
Good ball and respectfully played. This is what Test match is all about. Great bowling, great defensive technique. Tapped back to the bowler.
Looks like there will be a lot of slow balls coming.
Tapped back to the bowler. Couldn't find the gap and the fielder stops it easily.
Change in bowling here. Spinner into the attack now.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
The fielder collects that one, hits straight to the fielder.
Fielder placed at point.
Hit straight to the fielder. The toss seems to play a big part in the outcome of the game. There is a huge change in approach on winning the toss, with the ball turning square in the Asian conditions and swinging more in countries like England and South Africa.
I think if you're playing in the subcontinent or on flat pitches, it's a no-brainer. You should be batting first, putting a big target on the board, get the opposition in, put pressure on them, and make them bat on the final day, where the ball will turn and you will have the highest chance of getting them all out. If you're playing in England, where it's overcast, you might want to consider putting them in, make use of the conditions early on, get the ball to swing, get a few batsmen nicked off. But other than that, win the toss, bat first. That's what I would think.
Interesting, you mentioned that considering there was a discussion whether visiting teams should be given a choice to bat or ball without any toss.
Nah, I'm not in favor of all of that. Cricket should be played the way it is played. Teams that are playing at the highest level.
Oh, shot, but only a single.
Spinner into the action from the other end.
Going back to what I was saying, should be accomplished enough to be put in either to bat or to bowl and to face the music regardless of where they're playing.
Fielder placed at point.
Tapped back to the bowler.
The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
Outside off stump and he's left it.
He has hit that straight to the fielder. Couldn't find the gap and the fielder stops it easily.
The fielder collects that one, hits straight to the fielder.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
Tapped back to the bowler.
Fielder placed at point.
Tapped back to the bowler.
The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
Nudges it for a single.
Hit straight to the fielder.